Hi, my dear students. We are going to chapter-wise concept. The chapter is trigonometry. The topic is periodicity and extreme values and graphs. So already periodicity concept completed, and the questions depends upon the periodicity completed. Now we are going to extreme values and graphs. So we have to define the graph of sin x and cos x and sin square x and cos square x. First we have to take f of x is equal to, let us consider f of x is equal to sin x. So we have to take the function f of x is equal to sin x. So where x belongs to closed minus pi to pi. So in between the intervals minus pi to pi, we have to sketch the graph of sin x. F of x is equal to, now we have to take x values on x-axis and f of x values on y-axis. So here it is 0, pi by 4, pi by 2, so 0, 0 plus pi by 4, pi by 4, pi by 4 plus pi by 4, pi by 2, pi by 2 plus pi by 4, 3 pi by 4, and 3 pi by 4 plus pi by 4, 2 pi. 3 pi by 4 plus pi by 4 is pi. That's all. Here, left approach. For this left approach, here it is minus pi by 4. Here it is minus pi by 2. Minus 3 pi by 4. This is minus pi. Now we have to take the values of y. Since it is taken as y is equal to f of x is equal to sin x, it is 0. Now here it is 1 by root 2. Now this is taken as 1. Here it is minus 1 by root 2. Here it is minus 1. Now substitute 0. F of 0, sin 0. So y is equal to f of 0, sin 0. Sin 0 is 0. That's why if x is 0, y is 0. Next, put x is equal to pi by 4. F of pi by 4. That is sin pi by 4. Sin pi by 4 is 1 by root. That's why here it is pi by 4, then it is 1 by root. Here it is pi by 2, then it is 1. Here it is 3 pi by 4. Sin 3 pi by 4. Sin 135 degrees, also 1 by root 2. And sin pi is 0. That's why the graph like this. Graph like this. And below, here it is minus pi by 4. It is minus 1 by root 2. And minus pi by 2. It is minus 1. And minus 3 pi by 4. It is minus 1 by root 2. It is 0. So like this. That's why this is the graph of sin x. This is the graph of sin x. This is the graph of the sin x in between the limits minus pi to pi. That's why here this is the greatest value or maximum value. So maximum value is 1. Maximum value of sin x is 1. And this is the minimum value. So minimum value of sin x is minus 1. That's why sin x lies within the interval minus 1 to 1. That's why minus 1 less than or equal to sin x less than or equal to 1. That's why minus 1 less than or equal to f of x less than or equal to 1. That's why f of x belongs to closed minus 1 to 1. That's why the minimum value of sin x is minus 1 and the maximum value of sin x is 1. So these are the extreme values of sin x and cos x. That means these are the extreme values of sin x. So extreme values means minimum value comma maximum value. Closed minimum to maximum is nothing but range of that function. That's why range of this function sin x is nothing but closed minus 1 to 1. So here it is minimum value of sin x is minus 1 maximum value of sin x is plus 1. That's why this is the graph of sin x. That's all. Similarly, we have to take y is equal to f of x is equal to cos x. That means we have to define the cos x function graph of the cos x function in between the interval x belongs to minus pi to pi. Same process here. So cos 0 is 1. So here it is 1. And cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. And cos pi by 2 is 0. That's why this is the graph of like this. And cos 3 pi by 4 minus 1 by root 2. And cos pi is minus 1. That's all. So like this. That's all. That's all. Next, here cos minus pi by 4. Cos negative is positive. That's why cos minus pi by 4 is nothing but 1 by root 2. And so cos minus pi by 4 is, cos negative is positive. That's why cos minus pi by 4, that is 1 by root 2. Cos minus pi by 2 is 0. And cos minus 3 pi by 4, so that is also minus 1 by root 2, cos 135 degrees. And cos minus pi is minus 1. That's why this graph like this. That's all. So here maximum value is 1. That's why maximum value of cos x is 1. And the minimum value is minus 1. Here this is the minimum value. That's why minimum value of cos x is, minimum value is 1. Minimum value is minus 1. That's why cos x maximum value is 1 and minimum value is minus 1. That's why cos x lies within the interval minus 1 to 1. That's why minus 1 less than or equal to cos x less than or equal to 1. That's why minus 1 less than or equal to f of x less than or equal to 1. That's why the range of f of x is equal to, that means f of x belongs to closed minus 1 to 1. That's why minimum value of the function cos x is, minimum value of cos x is 1, minus 1, and max value of cos x is plus 1. That's why extreme values of cos x minus 1, 1, and range of cos x minus 1, closed minus 1 to 1. Okay. That's all. Like this, we have to define sin square x graph and cos square x graph. Now we have to take the function f of x, y is equal to f of x is equal to sin square x, where x belongs to closed minus pi to pi. We have to define the graph of sin square x. Now sin 0, 0, and sin pi by 4 is 1 by 2, and sin pi by 2 is 1. That's all. So this is like this. Okay. And sin 3 pi by 4, sin 3 pi by 4 is 1 by root 2, and sin pi is 0. That's all. So that's all, like this. Next, minus sin minus pi by 4, but sin square is there. Sin square minus 45, that is plus 1 by 2, and sin square minus pi by 2, that is plus 1. And sin square minus 3 pi by 4, that is 1 by 2, and sin square pi is 0. That's why this is also like this. That's all. So this is the shape of the graph of sin square x. Graph of sin square x. That's all. Graph of sin square x. Here maximum value is 1. Maximum value is 1. Maximum value is 1. Minimum value 0. Since the x-axis is the platform for this graph, that's why minimum value is 0. Minimum value is 0. That's why sin square x minimum value 0, maximum value 1. That's why 0 less than or equal to sin square x less than or equal to 1. So 0 less than or equal to f of x less than or equal to 1. That's why f of x belongs to closed 0 to closed 1. That's all. That's why extreme values of sin square x 0 and 1. Okay, now we are going to. Now for y is equal to f of x is equal to cos square x, where x belongs to minus pi to pi, we have to define the graph of cos square x and we have to find the extreme values of cos square x. That means minimum value and maximum value of cos square x. That's all. Now cos square 0, it is 1. Cos square 45, 1 by 2. Cos square 90, 0. And cos square 135, that is also 1 by 2. And cos square pi is 1. That's why this is the shape of the graph of cos square x. Shape of the graph of cos square x. Okay. Now here cos square minus 45, that is 1 by 2. Cos square minus pi by 2, that is 1 by 0. And cos square minus 3 pi by 4, 1 by 2. Cos square minus pi 1. That's all. Now this is the graph of cos square x. That's all. That's why here minimum value is 0, maximum value is 1. So maximum value is 1. Minimum value is 0. Minimum value is 0. That's why cos square x lies within the interval 0. That's why 0 less than or equal to cos square x less than or equal to 1. That's why 0 less than or equal to f of x less than or equal to 1. So f of x belongs to closed 0 to 1. That's why extreme values of cos square x 0 and 1. Since minimum value of cos square x is 0, maximum value of cos square x is 1. That's why extreme values of cos square x 0 and 1. That's why range of cos square x closed 0 to 1. That's all. So like this process, we have to define the graphs of remaining trigonometric functions. Now we are going to standard forms for these extreme values. Okay. If the function in the form of f of x is equal to a cos x plus b sin x plus c, then the extreme values of f of x are c minus root a square plus b square is called minimum value, and c plus root of a square plus b square is called maximum value. So these are called extreme values. Minimum value c minus root of a square plus b square, and maximum value c plus root of a square plus b square, where a is the coefficient of cos x and b is the coefficient of sin x and c is constant, where a, b, c belongs to real numbers. Okay, set of real numbers. Now range of f of x, this can be right, range of f of x is closed c minus root of a square plus b square comma c plus root of a square plus b square. That's why if the function in the form of f of x is equal to a cos x plus b sin x plus c, then the extreme values c minus root a square plus b square, that is the minimum value of the function f of x, and c plus root of a square plus b square is the maximum value of the function f of x. Now the range of the function f of x is c minus root a square plus b square, comma c plus root a square plus b square. That's all. So this is the range. Range means what? Minimum to maximum. Minimum to maximum is nothing but range. Closed minimum to maximum is nothing but range. That's all. Now we are going to do the questions on this concept. Now we have to solve this question. The question is the extreme values of 7 cos x minus 24 sin x plus 5. So solution for this question, take the function. Let us consider f of x is equal to 7 cos x minus 24 sin x plus 5. Comparing with a cos x plus b sin x plus c, where a is equal to 7, b is equal to minus 24, and c is equal to 5. Now minimum value. What is the formula for minimum value? Minimum value is c minus root of a square plus b square, and maximum value. What is maximum value? Maximum value is c plus root of a square plus b square. First of all, we have to find root a square plus b square. Root a square plus b square, that is root of a square, that is 49, 7 square, and 24 square is 576. That's why it is root 625 is 25. That's why here c is 5 minus 25. That's why it is minus 20. Here it is 5 plus 25. It is 30. That's why require extreme values. Extreme values of f of x are minus 20 comma 30. Minus 20 comma 30. Minimum value minus 20, maximum value 30. Now range of f of x. Range of f of x is closed minus 20 to closed 30. Since closed minimum to maximum is nothing but range of the function. That's all. Now this is the process for finding extreme values of the trigonometry. Extreme values of the function which is in the form of a cos x plus b sin x plus c. Okay, that's all. Now we are going to one more question, depends upon this concept. Now the question that is find the extreme values of cos x plus 3 root 2 sin of x plus 5/4 plus 6. So we have to identify the extreme values for this one. Let us consider f of x is equal to cos x plus 3 root 2 sin of x plus 5/4 plus 6. Actually observe, this is not in the form of a cos x plus b sin x plus c. Since here it is x, but it is x plus 5/4. That means this will convert it into the form of a cos theta plus b sin theta plus c. So same angle will be there, but here angles are different. Here it is x, here it is x plus 5/4. Now we have to expand this one. Expand in the form of sin of a plus b. After that we have to simplify this. Now this can be right. F of x is equal to cos x plus 3 root 2 times of sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. Sin x cos 5/4 plus cos x sin 5/4 plus 6. Right? According to sin a plus b form. Here this can be right. Cos x plus 3 root 2 times of sin x into cos 5/4 is 1 by root 2 plus cos x into sin 5/4 is 1 by root 2 plus 6. That's all. Now cos x plus multiply with this one, root 2 gets cancelled, 3 sin x, plus here also root 2 gets cancelled, 3 cos x, plus 6. From this we get 4 cos x plus 3 sin x plus 6. Now this is f of x. Now this is in the form of a cos x plus b sin x plus c. Now extreme values, minimum value c minus root of a square plus b square, maximum value c plus root of a square plus b square. That's why this will comparing with a cos x plus b sin x plus c. Comparing with a cos x plus b sin x plus c. Then a is equal to 4, b is equal to 3 and c is equal to 6. Now we have to write the formula. Minimum value c minus root a square plus b square, maximum value c plus root a square plus b square. That's why here root of a square plus b square is a is 4 and b is 3. That's why root of a square plus b square 16 plus 9 root 25 5. So minimum value c minus root a square plus b square, that is 6 minus 5. C is 6 minus 5, that is 1, and c plus root of a square plus b square 6 plus 5, that is 11. That's why extreme values of f of x, extreme values of f of x are 1, 11. So range of f of x, is closed 1 to closed 11. That's all. Now this is the solution for this question. Now I will give practicing questions. You can practice these type of questions. Okay, depends upon this formula. You can practice and solve the questions according to this formula. C minus root of a square plus b square, c plus root of a square plus b square are the extreme values of the function a cos x plus b sin x plus c. Okay, I will give the practicing questions. Now practice these questions. Find the extreme values of the following functions. So minimum value comma maximum value according to the same formula, that is the extreme values of a cos x plus b sin x plus c minus root a square plus b square comma c plus root a square plus b square. Now range of that function is nothing but a closed c minus root a square plus b square comma c plus root a square plus b square. That's why you can apply the formula c minus root a square plus b square, c plus root a square plus b square. You can find the extreme values. Okay, you can solve all these questions comparing with the formula a cos theta plus b sin theta plus c. So like that. Okay, right.